Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome. And let me start tonight by telling you about the paranoia that is sweeping some people these days. What is this paranoia about? This paranoia, this fear, this phobia is not just about a Narendra Modi wave sweeping 2024's general elections. The paranoia, almost like a mental disorder, is not just about the fear of Hindu vote consolidation in favor of the BJP. The paranoia is not just about this or that. The real paranoia is about the resurgence of Hindu pride and about the spread of a proud, vocal and global Hindu consciousness. You see, viewers, 3 weeks after the inauguration of the Bhavya Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes to Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, where, among others, he will inaugurate the BAP's Swaminarayan Mandir, one of the largest and grandest Hindu temples in the world, located in Abu Muraikha in the United Arab Emirates. One of the largest, grandest Hindu temples in the United Arab Emirates, a Muslim nation. Is it not just incredible, dear viewers? Is it not a moment to be proud of, that in a span of just 3 weeks, two of the largest and grandest Hindu temples are being inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India? Isn't this just wonderful that all of this is happening after years of being told by the rote learners of rotting Nehruvian Macaulayism that being an assertive Hindu means being communal? All these Congis told us all this while that Hindus must hide their beliefs and disguise and camouflage their faith. Yes. And isn't it just wonderful today that not just in India, but across the entire world, and even in one of the greatest Muslim nations, Hindu civilization and Hindu pride is being celebrated. Dear viewers, and that is my central point tonight. Let's not dilly-dally about it. Let's say it as it is. Viewers, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 9.5 years as the leader of this country have seen the emergence of a vocal, confident and global Hindu identity. A Hindu identity that adds weight, heft and vision to any global conversation. And that's why they're getting all shaky before the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. The Ayodhya Ram Mandir inauguration is a symbol of that Hindu resurgence. Yes, I will use the words. Hindu resurgence. I will repeat the words a third time. Hindu resurgence. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's a crime to believe in a Hindu resurgence? In a resurgence of one of the greatest faiths of the country, in the resurgence of one of the oldest civilizations of the world. Should we not be proud about it? Just because these pseudos, these wokes, these fake libs want us to hide our belief in the Hindu civilization? Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's a time to celebrate. Because the Hindu faith and the Hindu way of life is central to India, central to Bharat. And that resurgence is only becoming more evident, more clear as we move towards the 22nd of January. But this is the reality of this country. Wokes, pseudos, pseudolibs, Congis, and all the others must learn to digest that reality. That is debate number one. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's two big temple inaugurations one in Ayodhya and one in the United Arab Emirates, is shaking the opposition. Is Hindu pride the deciding factor for the 24 elections? And debating two tonight, as the Kannada language row got bigger, we have a heated face-off between Mohandas Pai and Suhail Seth at 10 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, in a massive diplomatic win for India, the Qatar court has reversed the death sentence for 8 Navy veterans. Implications and why this has happened at 10:30 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, the global focus is on Hindu pride from Ayodhya to Abu Dhabi, setting the tone for the 2024 elections. As India celebrates Hindu pride, the INDI is clearly looking uncomfortable, with some parties even insulting Lord Ram. Today's developments, ladies and gentlemen, and then debate number 1 tonight.
From Ayodhya to Abu Dhabi, the global focus is on rightful Hindu pride. Prime Minister Modi is set to inaugurate the first traditional stone temple in UAE in Feb. This just weeks after Ram temple consecration in Ayodhya.
Yes, of course, it is about the Ram temple, but also there are several other developmental schemes coming in, and the push that we have seen from the government machinery towards Ayodhya to become an international religious tourist destination as well, because around the temple, around the main Ram temple, we are already looking at around 8 temples along with that will be established in that premises.
This has not gone down well with the India alliance. The opposition has insulted Lord Ram.
हम क्या बैठे हैं क्या इनविटेशन का इंतजार करके? जब उनका बीजेपी का प्रोग्राम खत्म हो जाएगा तो हम जाएंगे राम लल्ला का दर्शन करने. बीजेपी कौन होती है राम लल्ला का इनविटेशन देने वाली? भगवान खुद बुलाता है अपने भक्तों को.
पिछले 10 साल में देश में भाजपा और राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक ये देश को तंग कर रहे हैं, और ये जो संघ की सरकार है, अगर इसको नहीं रोक सके तो देश बर्बादी की ओर जाएगा और लोकतंत्र खत्म हो जाएगी. देश का संविधान जो बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर और पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी ने मिलकर बनाया, वो भी खत्म हो जाएगा.
नहीं, ऐसा हमारा का जीवन से नहीं, कि मंदिर के ऐसे खासा दस नहीं. इसलिए देव धर्म पूजा अर्चा हे सगळ्यापासून मी जरा बाजूला असतो. माझी श्रद्धाची स्थानं आहेत 1-2 ठिकाणी, तिथं जातो, पण त्याचं जाहीर किंवा द्यायचाच कधी करत असते. हा असं की हे प्रश्न व्यक्तिगत आहेत. व्यक्तिगत कुठे श्रद्धा असते नसते त्यानुसार आम्ही करतो आहे. त्यासाठी कुणी निमंत्रण द्यायची किंवा आणखी कुणाची वाद वाढायची काही गरज नाही.
Is opposition paranoid before the 2024 polls? Why is Hindu civilizational revival making the opposition uncomfortable before 2024? Let's debate.
Opening the debate tonight, Dr. Piyush Joshi, how do you view the wonderful news today that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be inaugurating the Ram Mandir in the United Arab Emirates? It's one of the largest Hindu temples, and it has been built on land that has been given by a Muslim ruler of the United Arab Emirates, specifically during the Prime Ministership of Narendra Modi in his first term, and now inaugurated in his second term. And the beautiful news, Vivek Srivastav and I can see Arka Kumar Nag, who backs the TMC and then the CPI respectively, that this is going to happen just within 3 weeks of the inauguration of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. So I began my program by saying, Shubhrashta, that this is not coincidental. The fact of the matter is that in 9.5 years of Narendra Modi's rule, one can openly use this hashtag Hindu and Proud. And I strongly suggest every Hindu should put this hashtag out, Hindu and proud. Because till now, Vivek, you know, in previous governments, one had to use the hashtag Hindu and guilty.
It's a political
One had to use the hashtag Hindu and guilty.
By all constitution-loving Indians, it should be boycotted. It's a political event of the BJP for votes. It is not about Ram, it is not about Ram Temple. It is about 2024, rightly said by the package of Republic. I urge all Indians to boycott this event. You can go to Ram Mandir later on. But please boycott, because Honorable Prime Minister of India is trying to play politics. The RSS is going to 25 crore households to collect votes in the name of Akshat Yatra, as they are calling. It's a total political gimmick. And that is why we need to avoid it. Rightly said by Comrade Sitaram Yechuri, nobody is against religion, nobody is against temple, it's your constitutional right. When people try to drag religion into politics, just for the sake of votes, and just for the sake of changing the constitution, all sane citizens who are educated, who are secular, who have some humanity in them, must boycott this event. The Prime Minister is above all the religious people today. Politicians have become Dharam Gurus. Dharam Gurus want to become politicians. We need to get a break on this. That is what I need to say. It should be a complete blanket ban. It is not a religious event. It is not about Ram. It is about 2024.
You people are behaving...
And that doesn't mean that we are Ram Virodhi.
You people are behaving like you have some...
That doesn't mean we don't respect the court. We respect the verdict. An unconstructed temple. Temple adhura hai. Bana nahi hai. Building mein whitewash nahi hua hai.
Viewers, look at the way he's talking.
Ki date aa gayi, sahab.
His voice is going to become shriller. He keeps shouting right now. He's going to lose control. He's going to lose control, viewers. And that's my concern. You guys are going to lose control. By the 22nd, you would have lost control completely. You would be behaving like you're having some kind of a deep neurotic disorder. You know, look at you people. You don't know how to handle it. The pictures are so wonderful. Subrashta, you're watching this debate. The pictures on the screen, Subrashta, were of the Prime Minister with the Swamis of the Swaminarayan sect who are inviting the Prime Minister for the inauguration of the BAP Swaminarayan temple in the United Arab Emirates, and the Prime Minister there. It's so wonderful. And this temple has been constructed in a period of 7 years. Nobody, no Prime Minister before this has done as much for the Hindu religion. No Prime Minister, no ruler of India, no leader of the country has done as much for the revival of the Hindu faith and Hindu pride as Narendra Modi. Subrashta, this is driving some sections of the opposition completely crazy, but I would say Hindu and proud. What would you say? I would say Hindu and proud. And if you believe in what I'm saying, viewers, please use the hashtag Hindu and proud as strongly and in as viral a way as possible. So we say as one, in one voice across the entire country, yes, we are Hindu and we are damn proud of that. We are extremely proud of being Hindu. And Subrashta is responding to the initial outburst by Vivek Srivastava. Subrashta.
Arnab, absolutely. I would begin by saying I'm Hindu, I'm proud. And let me just tell Vivek Srivastava ji that what the rant that he gave prior to, all of us speaking here is a rant that I've grown up hearing ever since I went to college. So this is nothing new. Point number one. Point number two. You are actually right when you say that Prime Minister Modi has done something that generations of Hindus will be indebted for. In fact, generations of Indians will be indebted for. And I want to fact check a couple of things that Vivek Srivastava said.
The Prime Minister is not
Vivek ji, last I checked, Vivek ji, please let me know. I did not intervene when you were speaking. I very patiently heard you. Though it was a boring lecture, but I heard you. So please allow, please extend the same courtesy.
There.
Extend the same courtesy and hear me out. Respond to P was BJP was in national politics, not international politics. Then you say this is being done for politics. Are you trying to say that people in Abu Dhabi and the rulers in Abu Dhabi actually are meddling in India's domestic affairs? What are you trying to say? Please be wary of what you speak, because by your extrapolation,
there was already a temple in UAE long time back,
right,
but
Mr.
nobody
Vivek
tried to get a political mileage for it.
So why are you allowing anybody to take political mileage for it? Sitaram Yechuri, Brinda Karat, Prakash Karat, all of them should come out in the open and say Hindu and proud.
Nobody took a political mileage.
You guys had no issue taking out that Kalash Yatra in as a communist. You guys had no issue taking out that Kalash Yatra in West Bengal. No, so of course you were Hindu and proud. So why is this facade happening on national television today? What is the problem in saying that we are Hindus and we are proud?
प्राइम मिनिस्टर का काम मंदिर बनाना नहीं है मैडम, धर्मगुरु का काम होता है पूजा कराना।
तो आप जा करके, अरे भाई, तो आपको ये अबू धाबी के हुक्मरानों से कहना था ना, आप यहाँ बैठ के किसको लेक्चर दे रहे हैं? अगर कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी की इतनी औकात है तो वो अबू धाबी में जा करके एक कॉन्फ्रेंस करके ये बात असर्ट करे कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर का काम ऐसा अच्छा नहीं लगा कि आपने कहा, पर वो तो आप करेंगे नहीं, है ना? विवेक जी, प्रॉब्लम क्या है आपके साथ मैं बताती हूँ। आप लोगों के साथ प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि आपको लगता है कि बरसों पुराना एक घिसा पिटा नैरेटिव लेकर के हम चल रहे हैं, जो क्लासरूम में जहर बोया, उसी तरीके से सोशल मीडिया में जहर बोया, काउंटर नहीं होता था, तो आपको लगता है कि वो चल जाएगा। इट इज नॉट कूल एनीमोर, यू नो। टुडे व्हाट इज कूल? विवेक जी, प्लीज हियर मी आउट। यस्टरडे इट वाज कूल टू बी अ गिल्टी हिंदू. It gloated people's collective conscience to say that we have lot of problems in our religion. Unfortunately, the coolness quotient has changed. Today is absolutely cool to flaunt your Hindu pride. It's very cool to say that I'm not just a Hindu.
There is no problem in Ram. There is no problem in worshipping. But when you start selling religion, when you start selling the name of God, just to make emotional blackmail of the people for votes, trying to act as champion of the Hindus, discriminate against the minorities, yes, we will speak against you.
What are you trying to say? There was a temple inauguration. You guys did.
Well, I think
talked about.
Is the Prime Minister above the Shankaracharya?
Ram at the.
Is the Prime Minister above the Shankaracharya?
Ram at the altar of extremists. Today, when you know that politically there is a party that has been able to assimilate and amalgamate lot of contrasting streaks and has appropriated Ram, politically appropriated Ram, you guys are jittery. Accept it. It's a problem with Communist Party.
Which is wrong.
It's a problem with
we don't
Communist
want Ram to be in
India.
politics. Ram is supposed to be worshipped.
So where were you? Where were you when this was happening? Where were you when the boundary
why are you taking proud in politicizing
No,
Ram?
hold on. Where were you when the boundary demolition happened?
I think
you say that Ram is as much ours as BJP.
I would please like to point out here that, viewers, there is a danger of this argument being spread across the people of this country. We are being told, GVL Narasimha Rao, that as a Hindu you should feel guilty. You should feel guilty. Always people talk about December 6, 1992. They don't refer to the fact that in the white paper of the Congress government, they said that this was a disputed structure. They said that from 1949 to December 6, 1992, it was never used as a mosque. They will not mention that. They will not mention why, despite the fact that the Congress government put out a white paper saying it was not being used as a mosque, Narasimha Rao and the Congress government said on the night of December 6th that a mosque had been demolished. They will not talk about these realities. Don't make me open my mouth. I think you are hit by paranoia. You don't understand that it is a great moment for the Hindus of this country. The Hindus are a very patient people.
Mobs should not be allowed to go about and break any structure, whatever be the
please
structure.
choose your words carefully, mister.
It is unconstitutional.
Please choose your words carefully, mister. I don't believe in the philosophy of Aurangzeb. I do believe that foreign invaders came into this country. I believe that foreign invaders came into this country and tried to destroy the symbols of national and religious unity in this country. And please remember,
democracy is wrong.
Please remember. It is, don't use the word mobocracy like that. Since 1885, ladies and gentlemen, since 1885, the legal efforts of the Hindu community started. This is 2023.
And finally, whatever the decision is,
please,
came to
100 everybody hearing me knows that 140 years of a legal struggle, 140 years of waiting have led to January 26, 2024.
We became independent
you understand
in 1947. Before that, it was aristocracy for which nobody is responsible. We have to talk post 1947. And post 1947,
I think you are a half
constitution, it should have been followed.
I am now convinced that you are a half-literate, paranoid, hysterical, anti-Hindu, anti-national. Yeah.
I am not anti-Hindu, neither anti-national. I am pro-constitution. आप constitution से जाकर के ढांचे को गिरवाते, court से through ढांचे को गिरवाते. Why do you want to send mobs for breaking structures? And why should we justify it? It is wrong. Today the court is saying there should be a Ram temple. Fine, we all honor that what the court has decided. It should be followed. But again, the BJP is doing politics. Again, the Prime Minister is going.
Viewers, as we take this very interesting debate forward, please note one small point, GVL, before you start. I just please remember one thing, viewers, that as we move towards January 22nd, you will see one group go almost mad. And ask yourself, why are they going crazy, mad, losing control? Because they know they may lose power permanently in the process. So that is the reason they are going mad. And also because they have no answer. They have tried to divide Hindus on the basis of caste. It has failed. They have tried to say that India is not a nation. It's a negotiation. They have failed. I challenge Rahul Gandhi to go to China and say the Chinese are not a nation. They are a negotiation. I challenge him. He will not say that. Because then the Chinese may release the details of the agreement he signed with Jinping in the presence of his mother, Sonia Gandhi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Hindu and proud is the debate of the day. And the context is the growing paranoia as 22nd approaches. GVL, how do you view this paranoia?
What for centuries Islamic invaders have done and what other invaders or colonizers have done for centuries, Congress party, communists have perpetrated similar injustice to the Hindus post-independence. It is post-independence barbarity of the Congress, of the communists, and their pseudo-secular credentials. They have actually denied justice to Hindus. All these problems, all these disputes could have been settled within weeks after India became independent. It was Nehru, it was communists, intransigent, and their penchant for minority politics, which has actually prevented any kind of resolution. All these issues.
You don't even have a leader who went for a day to jail, sir.
The communists and Congress and the likes of them who are responsible for this kind of hardening of stance on the part of
the community. It is we who fought for the nation. It is we who fought the British. They were enjoying life at the time.
They would have reconciled to all these issues. They would have even handed over. In my assessment, they would have handed over even the mosque in other places like Kashi and Mathura. It is only the Congress government, supported by communists in their anti-Hindu mentality, which has not allowed justice for the Hindus. And when we get justice through the constitutional framework, when the Supreme Court has decided in favor of a temple, and now you're not only regretting it, you're actually speaking against it. So I think the communists and Congress
nobody's regretting it. We are just not happy with the Prime Minister's involvement in it and making it political. Let religion be a religion. Let's not make it political. And don't try to have a copyright on some religion or some deity.
One minute. It is clearly political. It is clearly political. I don't live in a fool's paradise where I believe that it's not linked to politics. The Ayodhya debate, Arko, has been the longest running political debate in the country, right? I am a realistic person and I am happy that one side has won because it's a very legitimate thing. I am also...
No, the saddest part, there was never a competition, Arnab, because there was never a requirement of a revival of Hinduism in India. I am a proud Hindu and I believe that Hindu is the community which can keep and lead the world if necessary, but a revival of Hinduism under the premiership of Narendra Modi is something which is not to be considered at all because we never needed a revival. I do not need Narendra Modi to revive my Hindu principles. It is as clear as anything else. One. Secondly, I just recollect Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the man who had advised...
Orko, 1 minute. Orko, I have a question for you. Orko, I have a question for you. Orko, I have a question for you. 1 minute. Orko, I have a question for you. Orko, listen to me. Orko, listen to me. I have a question for you. 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 Why are people saying?
Please go ahead.
Why are people saying that the Hindu population in Bengal is going down by the day as a percentage? Why are people saying the Muslim population in Bengal is growing by the day? Second question. Third, if you go to rural Bengal today, is there any cultural impact of the changing demography of Bengal? Answer the question straight and don't do dilly-dallying on this. Don't say nothing has happened. Don't deny. Don't live in denial, okay?
Dilly-dallying. I am from Bengal. I had the...
Don't live in denial.
Of, traveling throughout the Bengal.
Yeah, so what has changed? How has the demography of Bengal changed in the last 30 years? Okay, tell me. Yeah, okay. I also run the largest Bangla channel. Now tell me, how has the demography of Bengal changed in the last 30 years? How has the demography of Bengal changed in the last 30 years? And what is the cultural impact of that? What is no? Now you are on the back foot. Now you don't want to talk about it.
We do not.
Now you don't want to talk about it. Why does Mamata Banerjee get irritated when someone says Jai Shri Ram? Why does Mamata Banerjee consider Jai Shri Ram to be a violent crime?
Here because we do not consider religion to be.
This is not Hindi belt card or Hindu belt card. No. This is not Hindi belt or Hindu belt card. No, it's not Hindi or Hindu belt. Bengal is also majority Hindu, at least till now.
One of the persons.
Bengal is also majority Hindu. What are you talking about?
That they are the political party.
Bengal is also majority Hindu, is it not?
Ram.
Are Hindus a minority in Bengal?
No.
Are Hindus a minority in Bengal?
No, absolutely not.
What did you mean by Hindi belt card?
No, absolutely not.
Are Hindus a minority in Bengal?
No, it does not say so.
Are Hindus a minority already in Bengal?
Absolutely.
Then what do you mean by saying Hindi belt card? Why do you use such patronizing language?
Perhaps majority in the population, but the census have not taken place. Let the census come. Whether they are minority or not,
you are in doubt now.
A true census.
Did you note that, Subrashka? Perhaps.
That if a census takes place,
perhaps.
it will not be motivated
You're not even
politically.
sure.
Yes, Arnab,
Listen,
even you cannot be sure because what was the last census? There is no census report since then. The census could not be done due to the COVID. I think you have not forgotten that.
Yeah, but remember one thing.
And I am not going to
West Asia's largest
any
Hindu temple is opening in the United Arab Emirates, spread across 27 acres. 1 minute, spread across 27 acres. And the ruling family in UAE has been involved in supporting the construction of the temple. This is a reflection of the graciousness of the UAE government. And today, in one of the most influential Muslim countries, we are going to have the largest Hindu temple complexes, right? And this is today in New Jersey.
This is also a reflection of the openness of the
today, what open-mindedness? Don't be patronizing. What do you mean open-mindedness?
Minorities of this nation.
What do you mean open-mindedness?
Appreciate.
Yeah.
This is also the open-mindedness of the
and let me tell you, the UAE government has not given the land on the behalf of the Muslims of the country. They have given the land
across the country.
You don't understand. Okay.
Foreign invasion theory
Vivek, listen.
Where is the foreign invasion theory?
Just cool down first of all.
Atrocities theory.
Aap cool down kar lijiye na.
Where is it gone?
You are going to burn like this, man. I can see smoke coming out of your head already. Can you just calm down? I'm saying here,
no.
Is it coincidental, Piyush? Is it coincidental that in the last 9 years of Narendra Modi being Prime Minister of India, in the last 9 years of Narendra Modi being Prime Minister of India, Hindu consciousness, Hindu pride, Hindu resurgence is happening all across the world? Are we going to live in denial about it? I say we should accept it, we should talk about it. And we should talk about how we can make the Hindu consciousness, Hindu resurgence, Hindu revival even stronger.
आपका सदियों से decades से temple वहाँ पर, sir.
Everyone on.
It's not something new. It was already there. There was a Gurdwara in Iraq.
Piyush, the question was to Piyush.
He renovated it.
The question was to Piyush. The question was to Piyush. The question was to Piyush, ladies and gentlemen,
UAE,
and please use the hashtag Hindu and proud. Yes.
So fair enough. We have always been proud
Yes.
Hindus. I think I was born in the year 1979 and I have never been told otherwise. That you need to hide your identity or you need to have any kind of guilt about your identity. I have always been a proud Hindu. And I'm free to worship and profess my religion as and when I see fit and in the manner in which I see fit. So there's so much for that. And as far as UAE is concerned, definitely it's a welcome step if a place of worship is being added at such a big level. UAE has been having, like Vivek said, temples since 1958. The first temple was Shiva Parvati temple in UAE, and which was constructed in 1958, which was probably after 1947. The Prime Minister, the then Prime Minister Pandit Nehru, might not have gone to inaugurate and might not have sought credit for the inauguration of that particular temple. But nevertheless, this Ram temple is also a welcome step. It's
Which temple? Which temple are you talking about?
The Supreme Court of India
Which temple?
the Government of India to construct the
Which temple are you talking about? What are you talking about, Nehru, my favorite subject? Which temple and Nehru are you talking about?
No, I am not saying that Nehru inaugurated. I am just saying that he probably did not seek to take credit for the inauguration of first temple through diplomatic channels. Because he probably believed in building the temples of modern India,
Which
like dams and ISROs and IITs and IIMs. So he had another vision. He was not as ardent and as
rubbish. So temples are not modern. According, one minute. Piyush, you got to let me intervene, Piyush. You got to let me intervene. I object to your language. I object to the comparison.
Which part?
I find it insane and unacceptable. I'll tell you now. You people
which part?
Have given this rote logic. We don't need temples, you see. We don't need Hindu temples.
Who said so?
We need temples of modern India.
Who said
we don't need. We need the Bhakra Nangal Dam. We don't need the Somnath Mandir.
Come on.
We need the Bhakra Nangal Dam. We don't need the Somnath. No, I will not take that. No, I am catching you on this. I'm saying aloud, ladies and gentlemen, Hindu and proud. And I'm contradicting him here. 1 minute. People can judge me on facts. No. 1 minute. Please let me come in. 6 of you versus me. I should be allowed to have my say. I say.
Once you're done,
I'd say one minute, just one.
Let me respond.
I'd say, so let me say one thing.
Yeah, please go ahead.
When Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was Deputy Prime Minister of India and Home Minister of India, right? Nehru could not be openly anti-Hindu. But after Patel died, Nehru became so anti-Hindu that he attacked his cabinet colleague K.M. Munshi that why did you go for the Somnath temple reconstruction? He said, I can't tolerate the idea of the President of India participating in the installation of the deity in the Somnath temple. Don't tell me, you want me to remind you of how anti-Hindu, how totally anti-Hindu
Can I respond?
Anti-Hindu. It is about
Nehru was. 1 minute. No, 1 minute. Now my point is. Now my point. That is the change. GVL is countering. No. Say Hindu and proud.
Can I come in?
Say Hindu and. How many of you can say Hindu and proud? Can you say Hindu and proud? Can you say Hindu and proud? Can you use the hashtag Hindu and proud? I challenge you, GVL is on the debate. Use the hashtag Hindu and proud.
What kind of an imbecile argument is that? Everyone is Hindu and everyone is
hashtag Indian and proud.
It's a very important argument because it corners you. You can't say I'm Hindu and proud. That is what you become.
Arnab Nehru was against the idea
GVL.
the reconstruction of the temple on the ground that this would lead to Hindu revivalism. He wanted possibly death of Hindu tradition. He knew that Somnath temple was one temple which was subject to a complete destruction. And when the then President Rajendra Prasad refused to listen to Prime Minister Nehru, and he in fact he went ahead with that invitation. Nehru was a pseudo-secularist. He was against the idea of reconstruction of temples. He is responsible for the anti-Hindu mindset of the Congress party and all the other parties which supported it. Congress cannot claim to be a party that is supporting Ram Temple today. I've seen some statements coming claiming that we were also for the temple. You always wanted temple to never come up. You always followed an anti-Hindu ideology. You questioned existence of Ram. You questioned existence of Ram Setu. You called Hindu religion a religion of terror.
Oh yeah.
You called it terror.
To say that it is the BJP which is getting the temple made and not through the court order? Are you trying to say that you influenced the court? Are you trying to say that it is not a Supreme Court order? It is you who influenced the court into making the temple? What are you trying to say?
Never supported the work in the court.
Sir, the Congress, Sri Jawaharlal Nehru was in jail for more than 16 years. आपके RSS का कौन था जो लड़ा आजादी के लिए सर? आप तो अंग्रेजों के साथ मिल गए थे, माफीनामे लिख रहे थे. आपको क्या राइट है फाउंडिंग फादर्स को क्वेश्चन करने का? You have no right to question Nehru.
Today, why are you ashamed? He built
No, that's okay. मैं कभी नहीं भागता. I have my differences with Nehru ji, but he was our first Prime Minister, founding father of this country, and fought for the freedom of the nation. Yes. All this that you are saying, you have. Yes, Sitaram Yechuri has rightly said, boycott this event. And we will all boycott this event. It's a political event. मंदिर का सर कंस्ट्रक्शन ही नहीं हुआ पूरा. सर मंदिर का कंस्ट्रक्शन पूरा नहीं हुआ है. आप डेट निकाल के ले आए जनवरी 22.
I want to tell you.
फरवरी में.
I want to tell you viewers. I want to tell you something today. I want to you people. 1 minute, Vivek. Every religion of India.
Yes.
Every religion of India has venerated Bhagwan Sri Ram. Every religion. Poet Iqbal called Ram Imam-e-Hind. Jainism considers Ram and venerates Ram as the 8th Balabhadra. Buddhism has a place for Ram in the Jataka tales. Sikhism recognizes Ram. The only people who don't recognize Bhagwan Sri Ram and give him the respect, the acknowledgement and the faith is the opposition or parties like yours, Vivek Srivastav. Beijing worshippers, you people need to understand this.
We don't recognize
the struggle of the Hindu community. Beijing worshippers. Beijing worshippers.
And he has no role in the inaugurating temples. He should do his job for which the people elected him. He is not doing his duty.
BJP, not the political Ram of BJP, because there cannot be a political Ram. There only can be a Raja Ram.
Anyway, don't. No, you.
And there can be a Sita Ram.
I think that. Yeah. Now listen. Don't play with words out here. Hindu and proud is the hashtag tonight. And from Ayodhya to Abu Dhabi, the focus is on Hindu pride.
Anti-BJP, Hindu and proud is the hashtag.
The position
tonight.
of the Congress party is understandable. What is this? What would you say? What were you saying? What did you say, Arko?
Yes. I am saying that there is nothing called Hindu and proud alone. Here, if the Hindu card is played by BJP, then the hashtag is anti-BJP, Hindu and proud.
Doesn't even make any sense.
No, I would say 1 minute before Subrashta responds, and the point being made here is there's nothing called Hindu and proud. I can assure you, Orko would never say there is nothing called Muslim and proud. Orko would never say there's nothing called Christian and proud. But you see, people like Orko will come and say there's nothing called Hindu and proud. Why? People are using the hashtag everywhere today. You people question the location of Ram Janmabhoomi.
I am absolutely saying it is
Goddess
Hindu and
Shakti
proud.
was insulted in the presence of Rahul Gandhi.
No. Make us proud. We are proud. We were proud before them. We will remain proud after them. So
you are the party who's corrupt, now sacked member of parliament Mahua Moitra, insulted Goddess Kali. You think we forget? I know, Arko, that all of you will be deeply uncomfortable, but watching on television what happens on the 22nd. And you watch the impact. You watch the impact of the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha. across the country.
We are still waiting for Pratap Sima to
you are in such an unfortunate position, you're going to have to watch it.
We are still waiting Pratap Sima to brought to books. We will see what happens to Pratap Sima if at all anything happens to him.
The most unfortunate position is of L.K. Advani ji and Murli Manohar Joshi ji. They are in the most unfortunate seats in the present times. So I think everybody else is pretty much comfortable with the fact that the temple is being constructed on the order of the Supreme Court and by the Ram Janmabhoomi Das. No problems with that. But the most unfortunate position is of Advani ji, who probably got an invite or a reprimand, God knows what.
Are you such a news illiterate person that you don't know that the VHP has invited both the leaders?
Come on. We are all.
No, what is come on?
We are all literate.
What is come on about it? What a cheap stunt by you, Piyush. What a cheap stunt by you.
The limelight has to be on the Prime Minister.
What a cheap stunt by you. The inauguration is by the VHP.
Hello. The inauguration.
And the VHP has invited both leaders. You have just lied on my program. You have just lied on my program.
Everybody knows.
You're lying to save your skin.
They have been invited. Everybody knows in which way.
No, everybody doesn't know.
Everybody knows.
Everybody doesn't know.
That's why I'm asking whether
you are a Halley's Comet of fake news.
That's what I'm asking.
They were invited and you know that, but you're lying.
Champat Rai ji is on record.
The fact is you're uncomfortable. When you see these pictures, you're uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable at all. Don't worry about it.
Not to come.
I'm bothered about something else.
You guys are grinding your teeth every moment. Subrashta is responding. Subrashta.
Arnab, let me elucidate to the viewers what the problem of these gentlemen is. They have a problem, first of all, they have a problem with Narendra Modi ji, quote unquote, taking credit for the temple inauguration. Let me tell them, it is a historic moment. And by fortune, Narendra Modi ji is the Prime Minister of the country, and why should he not take credit for it?
It's not a historical moment, it's a political moment. It is a political moment for 2024.
I am not going to learn history according to your dictats. I am not going to learn history according to your dictats. All right? Number two, they have somebody used the term stage managed show right now. People are using the term political event. Let me tell you, let me be more direct and blunt, Arnab, tonight.
You are still inaugurating it.
Let me be more
direct. It has never happened in the history to my knowledge.
Tonight.
No. Have you seen the coverage of the temple construction right now?
Let me tell you, if there is a concept
you are still hell-bent on inaugurating it.
There should be a concept of political Hindus.
That is the problem,
and
that is why we boycott it.
Hindus, and we are proud. Now what is the problem? Somebody said stage managed event. Somebody said it's a political event. Let me tell you, as long as there is going to be politics,
you can try to emotionally blackmail the country.
Vivek ji, are you tone deaf?
Temple which you can try to inaugurate.
Vivek ji, are you tone deaf?
Just because you want votes, we
do you love
you.
Do you love your own voice so much that you can't lend space to somebody else in democracy? For God's sake, this is a debate. If you can't patiently hear the other person out, then what's the point?
And I love its peace.
Problem is, Vivek ji, that when you say it's a stage managed show or a political event, अरे सुनने का साहस तो रखिए, धैर्य तो रखिए. अर्नब कैसे बात हो सकती है?
मैंने आपसे सवाल पूछ लिया, मैं चुप होने जा रहा हूँ. मंदिर अनकंस्ट्रक्टेड है, अभी क्यों इनॉग्रेट कर रहे हैं? आप बता दीजिए.
मैं बार-बार कह रही हूँ, मैं हाथ जोड़ के कह रही हूँ, शांत हो जाइए, सुन लीजिए, सुनना ही नहीं है. आपको समस्या इनॉग्रेट अभी क्यों कर रहे हैं? आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट से पूछिए ना. आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट से पूछिए ना कि उन्होंने जजमेंट अभी क्यों दिया.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इनॉग्रेशन की डेट थोड़ी ना निकाली है. वो तो बीजेपी के कहने पर वो मंदिर के समिति
ठीक है बाबा, मान लेते हैं कि डेट नहीं निकाली, पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा तो कि मंदिर बनेगा. तारीख आप ही पूछ रहे थे ना, तारीख बताओ कब बनेगा. तारीख दे दी हमने कि बन रहा है.
मंदिर अभी अनकंस्ट्रक्टेड है, पूरा नहीं बना है. आप फिर भी इनॉग्रेशन पे हावी हुए जा रहे हैं. ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? 2024 आ रहा है, यही जल्दी है ना. चुनाव आ रहे हैं, यही जल्दी है ना.
मेरे लिए मंदिर इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, मेरे लिए राम का कॉन्सेप्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है. राम इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. नहीं है इंपॉर्टेंट तो मत जाओ मंदिर. नहीं है important मत करो discussion, नहीं है important, नहीं है important तो आप सिर्फ महंगाई पे बात करो. Who is asking you
I said
to
the
come to a
temple
debate
is
like this?
unconstructed.
Did somebody
Lot of work
force
has to
you?
be done.
Did somebody
You are
force
still
you to do
inaugurating
this?
it, sending the Prime
You
Minister.
want-
What is the
the
reason?
problem is-
The reason is
again,
elections.
Arnab, let
And
me
if you
tell
make a political
that
event
these
out of a
people have
temple,
problem.
everybody should boycott it.
They don't understand that their narrative is jaded. Their narrative is stale. Their narrative has no relevance among Gen Z. Their narrative has no relevance among millennials. Today, millennials are proud. They are Hindus. They are very proud of flaunting their Hindu identity.
What are they
This
proud
makes
of?
jaded professors in some caucuses of elite universities jittery. And that is not a problem of the collective consciousness of the Hindu mind.
प्रधानमंत्री डरे हुए
That is not our problem.
डेवलपमेंट में कोई वोट नहीं
Why
आएगा
you are trying
तो
to
मंदिर
build
का
a
कार्ड खेलो
narrative that anyone who is sitting here is not a proud Hindu?
Gyanendra,
We all
Gyanendra.
are a proud Hindu. So where is the
Gyanendra and
issue? Why
Jimmy.
you are reiterating the same fact that millennials
I'll tell
are Hindus
I'll tell you
and
the
they are
issue.
proud Hindus. Everybody
I'll tell you
sitting
the
here
issue.
is a proud
I'll
Hindu.
tell you. I'll tell you the issue.
Yes,
One minute.
yes,
Can I
please.
take that Subrashta for a moment and get GVL also into the debate? Gyanendra ji, listen to me. I think the basic issue GVL and Gyanendra is this side, that is your side, is saying ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? After 140 years of a legal battle, ये कह रहे ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? After centuries of tolerating the fanaticism of Aurangzeb, they are saying ऐसी क्या जल्दी है?
सर ठीक से बना तो लो
After taking the rubbish, after taking the rubbish in the form of the history written by people like Romila Thapar, you know, you people are asking us ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? मैं कह रहा हूँ जल्दी है. मेरी बात सुनिए. मेरी बात सुनिए ना. अरे मेरी बात सुनिए. अरे मेरी बात सुनिए. The people of the country are with me, not with you. मेरी बात सुनिए. And I'm saying today, they are saying ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? When Kapil Sibal tried to postpone the verdict, and he said, please, ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? Defer it after 2019. तब भी बोला था ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? When Justice Kehar in 2017 suggested an out-of-court settlement, and when the CPM General Secretary said बातचीत से मसला सुलझ जाता तो कोर्ट में क्यों आते? तब भी उन्होंने कहा था in 2017 GVL ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? The Congress B team of Sonia Gandhi and Antonia Di Maino delayed the case. Tista Setalwad was put up a plea saying, please, the disputed land should be used for a secular purpose. तब भी कहा था ऐसी क्या जल्दी है? ज्ञानेंद्र जी जल्दी थी, जल्दी है, और जल्द हो रहा है. आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
Arnab,
What is your problem, Gyanendra ji?
just give me
What is your problem?
to two of my questions. You are painting the entire opposition, including Congress, as an anti-Hindu, which you are entitled to do because you are serving certain cause, we all understand. But here I am just asking you two questions. One, who opened the gate of Ram Lalla temple? Who installed the temporary statue of Ram Lalla temple? Just give answers to these two questions.
No, but
Third,
Okay,
what is the
I thank you for the
contribution
question.
of the ruling
Thank you for the
dispensation?
question. One minute.
As far as the
I am not a
temple
weak
is concerned,
debater like you. Gyanendra, I'm going to hit you back.
No, tell me.
Gyanendra, on national television live, I'm going to hit you back. Now listen to me. Be prepared to be hit back. Don't cry.
Please.
Which party on the night of December 6th said that the mosque had been demolished, and which is the party which said in the white paper that from 1949 to 1992 it was never used as a mosque? If it was a disputed structure, can you tell me which prime minister of which party in August of 1992 said that the structure is a mosque? And if the matter was in court and we heard by the court, why did the Congress party pre-decide that the structure was a mosque, though the mosque was not in use? Why did it not call it a disputed structure? Why did it weigh in favor of the Muslim community? No. Why did the Congress party weigh in favor of the Muslim side? Why did the Congress party weigh in favor of the Muslim side? Why did the Congress party take a pro-Muslim stand if it was truly objective? No, tell me. No, you have to tell me now.
When you first give answer to my
Answer my question.
I will certainly give answers to your question. First, you give answers to my two questions. First, and then I'll answer to your question.
Running away from my question will not help. Running away from my question will not help.
No,
you are the guys who said Ram Mandir, Bhagwan Shri Ram never existed.
Putting a very simple fact
Running,
to you.
don't run away.
Please give answer to these
Don't run away. You tried to block the temple
you.
every morning, day and night. You tried to block the temple. I know. You tried to block the temple.
I'm asking you the question: who opened
the
lock of the?
I know. Now tell me. Tell me one more thing. 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 One more thing.
Yes.
No, you tell me. You tell me that when Guru Murthy and Arun
But you have
Jaitley
to give the answers to my question.
met VP Singh and the Law Minister of India was Dinesh Goswami, and at that point of time the ordinance was going to be passed to decide and seal the issue in 1990 itself. Is it not true that Mulayam Singh Yadav threatened the walkout and destabilize the central government if there was an out-of-court settlement by the government to the issuing of an ordinance? You did not want the matter to be solved, sir. What are you saying? You and your India Alliance partners, everybody knows your history.
No, I don't.
Now you're crying.
Brief here, but
Gyanendra, you're crying now.
That whatever has been done for what we are seeing today, the Ram Temple, the seminal contribution of the Congress party, obviously within the legal and legal
GVL, on the debate, ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes overshooting the time limit tonight. But I'm enjoying the debate, so it's okay. GVL.
Worship of other religions.
GVL.
People.
The Congress party
Obviously,
tried
we are
its
never
best
going to do that.
GVL.
To demolish
Congress
the
party
structure
tried its
of
GVL,
best
closing after that.
to prevent justice to Hindus, to prevent any resolution of the Ayodhya verdict. They never allowed even the court matters to get settled. They never supported. They never provided support to the court to provide records.
And closing.
Translation of records.
And ladies and gentlemen,
constituted before the Allahabad High Court.
जो मोदी जी कहते हैं लटकाते भटकाते.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Will you tell me in whose
to allow
tolerance the dispute was first constituted in
great
Allahabad
debate
High
tonight,
Court?
ladies and gentlemen. The debate can go on and on and on and on and on. On and on it can go. But I would say it's a huge national trend. #Hindu and proud.